so he rushes to hide inside and closes the door right before he can be caught. The enemy stands pounding on the door over and over, so Ash screams as he uses all his strength to keep the door shut. Luckily, the mysterious being eventually gives up and leaves. That night, Ash notices something moving in the corner of his eye and discovers a deadite wearing his face. Ash tries to attack it only to discover it's just a mirror, which instantly breaks. Feeling like a fool, Ash walks away and doesn't see all his reflections on the shards laughing at him. These mini deadites come out of the mirror shards and pick up a fork to prick Ash's rear, startling him into hitting his head on the ceiling. Then the little deadites fire the shotgun, but Ash dodges the bullet and throws the fork, which captures a tiny demon against the table leg. The other deadites push a broom to make Ash slip, so he first hits his head on a pipe and second he burns his face on the stove. After using a tool to detach his face, Ash tries to step on the small deadite, who puts up a nail to hurt Ash's foot. Ash ends up slipping and falling, hitting his head on the ground when he lands. When Ash finally wakes up, he discovers that the mini deadites have tied him to the floor. They pinch his nose to force him to open his mouth, and one of the deadites jumps into his throat. A furious Ash easily pulls off the ropes and the deadites run to hide while he tries to figure out how to throw up. The finger trick isn't working, so instead Ash drinks some boiling water. The screams of the deadite can be heard in his stomach. Suddenly Ash's shoulder starts itching, so he looks at it, only to discover a creepy eye in his skin. He leaves the windmill in panic as the eye starts growing bigger, becoming an actual person as it slowly brings its whole body out. This body looks exactly like Ash and they start fighting each other using dumb slapstick level violence. After some struggle, the bodies finally split and the new guy introduces himself as Evil Ash. While doing a weird dance, he begins to repeatedly hit Ash, who responds by shooting him in the face. Then Ash drags the body back to the windmill and chains it to a table before turning his chainsaw on. Evil Ash screams as he gets chopped off, but he doesn't die. Next, Ash drops all the body parts in a hole in the ground while Evil Ash keeps promising revenge. Ash shuts him up by throwing dirt to cover the hole, marking it with a cross. Afterward, Ash retrieves his horse and rides to the cemetery. On top of some ruins, the 3 copies of the Necronomicon await. He opens one at random and finds a void in the pages that starts sucking him in. Trying to pull away is pointless and Ash's whole body ends up falling through it before the book closes on its own. Luckily, with a bit more effort, Ash manages to climb out of it, although now his face is all deformed and he has to shake his head a few times to make it normal again. Then Ash touches the second book, which quickly bites his hand before flying up to attack. Ash fights with the book for several minutes until he manages to catch it and throw it back on the ruins. It seems the third book is the right one and Ash gets ready to grab it, but he remembers he must say the 3 words. The first 2 come out well, however he can't remember the third one. He thinks it was a slur, so he says it while coughing to cover it up. Thinking he outsmarted the spell, Ash picks up the book and lightning strikes the sky. The ground starts shaking and Ash is shocked to watch all the headstones fly up. In the castle, a few people are struck by lightning and Arthur is telling everyone to hide. The wise man and Sheila worry because something appears to be wrong. Back in the cemetery, Ash tries to run away but the skeletons grab his legs when they emerge from their graves.